dug out by hand
Wow.
by my grandfather and a couple of the men that worked here.
Oh my.
And if you look from, we can try look from a satellite, it's a hurley and a slitter, which is what they use in hurling, which is the Irish sport that we play here. So you can see the shape of it. It starts off narrow and then it widens down, and that's the pallet that they hit it with. And then you have the little slitter, which we call the baby pool. And if you ever want to go down and have a look at it, you'll see that there's kind of lumps of rocks coming out from it, and that's because of the caves, because it's such rocky land, it's the limestone, and they couldn't dig out certain parts of it. So it's great for little kids. They can stand up on little pieces and be like, oh, I'm really tall. So this is the only glass house that we have here, but we have lots more over at the cookery school, which are much bigger. So if you look at all the pots, we have mint, we have spearmint, and then we have more mint here and more mint here, because we go through quite an amount of mint between the farm, between garnishing, and between mint and tomato salads and everything like that.
I bet that's delicious.
They keep them away,
Oh,
and
I smell honey.
bugs and everything are totally welcome, because everything is washed by hand, all of the leaves and everything, before it's used in the kitchen. And because the soil, there's nothing that's been happened to it, the genes haven't been changed or anything, it's much more capable of not being destroyed. Whereas when you have genetically modified food, because it doesn't have the gene in it, it can just be wiped out like that, say a drought comes or something.
Right.
Whereas these, they may have been destroyed 1 year, but then if that happens again, they won't get destroyed.
They're more hardy,
Raspberries, so wonderful.
Can't wait for raspberries.
All of the grandchildren will come down and destroy them. Every single one of them. And then here are the beetroot leaves, and they're absolutely delicious in a salad.
What did you say that is?
Beetroot leaves.
Oh, beetroot leaves. Ah.
They look
I
like
did
that.
gardening here 1 year, so I know a little bit.
So you
Right,
just
quite
eat
a
those
bit.
raw. You just chop it up and throw it in salad.
Yeah.
You do
They're
that with all
better
the-
when they're smaller.
Oh.
So when they get to that size, they're used in cooking, you know. But when they're smaller, they're really lovely and sweet.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then we have our marigolds over here and wild poppies.
Oh, and aren't they gorgeous?
And more.
Yeah, very pretty. Oh.
Those poppies.
So the reason for having all these flowers here is to attract bees, because bees are dying out dramatically.
Yeah.
I know.
Whereas if we can attract them, then they're going to pollinate all of this. And there is absolutely no point in eating honey that isn't from where you're from.
Yeah.
Because all of the antibodies, everything that's going to help your immune system is in there. Because if you go somewhere else, that's why you may get a little bit sick, because you haven't eaten the honey from there. So you haven't built up to resistance to what's there. And that's why so many people get hay fever and everything, because half of it is that they're not eating honey from themselves, like from where they're from. They're eating it from Holland, or they're eating it from somewhere else where it's been imported from. And then we wonder why people get sick.
There you go.
Excellent point.
Eating from where they are.
Yes.
Is this also cinnamon?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have our figs growing up here.
What was it?
Figs?
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Look at the fruit.
Oh. They're not ready to eat, but they sure are pretty. I would
They are
love to
pretty.
pick me one, but not now.
They don't have any squirrels here. They're so lucky, because the squirrels really decimate our stuff in our area.
We have 4 red squirrels.
Just 4?
Just 4, which live in the woods.
my
And we've never had red squirrels here
It's
before.
like we have
so it's
thousands
amazing.
in our area. I don't know. There are
And
so many.
here we'll have black currants and red currants.
Oh,
And I sat down here all last summer picking them.
oh, how wonderful! And they
It's a lot
taste
of work,
great with
huh?
It's a
raspberry.
lot of work.
I bet.
What is the sultana
These are
as far as
currants.
in relation to the raisin and the currant? Is that just the yellow raisin? Do you know, or what is it?
Sultana.
Yeah.
It's not such a yellow raisin. It's more of a grape, which is dried. They're just slightly bigger.
Oh, okay.
That's really the only difference. They more or less taste the same. Sultana's slightly sweeter.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so then if we
Lovely.
go back out this way,
Okay.
and then we're growing real strawberries, not
Oh, look
wild
at them. Some of them are ready to
The
go.
most important thing to have here is trees, because obviously we can't live without them.
Mm-hmm.
So this used to all be farming land. The barley used to come all the way down here.
It's all going to be pumpkins and courgettes.
Yum.
And then this week we've got leeks to going on this side. So this is all actually going to be full by the end of next week.
Really?
Wow.
And this is, we have a 3-year vegetable rotation. On the other side, that's going to be full of cabbages, or for also all year round production. That whole area will be full, and this will be full as well.
How lovely.
Yeah, so
Gosh, that's
There's
incredible.
the strongest aroma of honey. One aisle over.
you know what it is?
What is it?
It's that, see that little white flower, Allison, over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, that's
Do you know that
Alyssum.
traditional old bedding
Alyssum,
flower?
yeah.
Yeah. And that actually is really good at attracting hoverflies,
Uh-huh.
and their larvae eat green fly and black fly.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a useful
But it's
plant to
not-
have
you
on
smell
the
it.
edge, and
Yeah.
it's just lovely.
Smell it for
We
me.
have it in the glass house at
pretty?
the cookery school. The minute you walk in there in the morning, first thing, in particular in the morning, first thing, the smell just hits you. Pwah.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's divine.
It is divine.
Yeah.
Because that's what Ballymaloe means, right? I mean,
Land of the sweet honey.
sweet honey. So, yeah.
It's so perfect.
Didn't know that.
As is this garden. So perfect. It is.
That's actually Buckingham.
Thank you so much.